Right, so for context, in this recording, my mum had asked me to come into the living room to help take her trousers off, which, by the way, they are sweatpants or joggers. Sweatpants is the US term apparently, but that's the one I've always known it as. That's why I call them sweatpants. And joggers is the British term for them. So basically sweatpants or tracksuit bottoms. And they have like a cuff. You know, like you get a cuff around your ankle with jackets and stuff and certain tops. Well, they had cuffs on them, on the, trousers. So it was very tight fit. Not only because of her legs, but also because of all the stuff she was wearing underneath, including socks and leg warmers. So I was literally trying to pull it. And she was having a go at me because I was also dragging the sock off as well. And I told her, I said, I can't see through the trousers. I can't see what's going on underneath them. And she had a go at me and said it was just excuses and stuff. And she said I should have checked or something to see and stop it from happening. And I said, how? Like, how would I have done that exactly? She said, I don't know. You should have got the light and looked and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so I left the room and she started moaning. So this is what happened. Basically, it resulted in her saying that I'm a horrible person. She doesn't like the way I've become. She preferred the way I used to be, and I had such potential. But for what I don't know, like to be her, perfect slave. Hang on, I didn't mean to do that. Her perfect slave or something else, I don't know. But I don't see how I could advance and progress being her care exactly. I don't know what she's talking about. Like, what potential? What potential would I have had of being a carer? So, here goes. Just for context. Trying to go into it.
So absolutely annoying.
Here she goes again.
But that's her intention. Get me annoyed because we love him. I love when she upsets me. I know this. It's fine. It's what she is. It's who she is. I want the old person back. I hate this one.
Hate?
The good one.
She just said she hates me. Well, she hates who I've become anyway. But as you heard then, she just said that apparently I deliberately get her annoyed and angry and upset because apparently I enjoy it and love it and get kicks from it. Okay then. Not really. I just trying to literally explain to her, that I couldn't do a thing, and she just got annoyed and wouldn't listen to my reasoning. I wasn't even trying to get her upset, but she thinks I deliberately did that. I was deliberately trying to get her upset and argue with her. Before I started recording, she accused me of deliberately, upsetting her and starting arguments and just, being difficult and awkward deliberately, which is not true. I was literally trying to explain the problem I was having. She said to shine a light on it, and I did. I said that I already did that, and she just had a go. And said I was being awkward or something.
One that was nice and kind and empathic. Don't like this thing that she's thrown.
Thing?
Trouble is, she's been reading up on it all.
I've been reading up on it all.
Listening to people she shouldn't have been listening to.
Listening to people I shouldn't have been listening to. Basically, I've been manipulated and brainwashed, and I've been reading up on something. I don't know what she thinks I've been reading up on. How to annoy her, like what?
And now, you know when we talk about brainwashed? Brainwashed.
Yeah, I have been brainwashed by her.
I mean, even when I got stuck, she just stood aside, let everybody else do the work it out.
And for context, we were in the indoor market today in Ashton, and she and her cardigan was not on her, and it was just kind of dangling down, and it got caught in the wheelchair wheel. and I couldn't help her, so she told me to get someone else. I literally tried and failed, so she asked me to go get someone to help. So I did. Not only did that one person help, but several others came over to help as well. And now she's accusing me of standing by and letting them help, and I did nothing, when she knows that I literally tried to help and couldn't, and that's why I was getting help in the first place. And seeing as how they were already doing a good job, and they were doing all that they could, what more could I have done? There was literally nothing I could have done anyway.
No, I don't think that we need chance with it, do I? No, I guess not.
She just wants to be hard done by. She's just kind of being a victim.
This is my life now. Shite.
Being a victim.
This is my life now. Shite. Basically.
Her life could literally be fantastic if she let us get carers in and other people that could help. She could get all this stuff done that she wants doing, that she claims I don't do or don't do a good enough job. See just how she thinks I'm such a crap carer. Why does she keep me as a carer? Like, she has literally said I was a crap carer. So, like, why does she keep me on as a carer? If she thinks I'm such a bad, horrible, evil person, which she has also called me, she's called me abusive. If I'm so horrible, evil, and abusive, why does she keep me here? Why does she keep me as a carer? Like, I'd be happy to just leave so that you can get the help you need. Or stay and you get the help you need. But leave me out of it. Like, I don't want to do this. As bad as that might, like, to anyone seeing this for the first time, when you don't know the history, you might think that I'm just a horrible person because I don't want to be my mum's carer. But literally, I don't want to be her carer because it's a nightmare. It's drained me and it's deprived me of my my 20s are gone now. That's them gone. I can never repeat them again. I've spent 12 years of my life being her carer, and it's been nothing but misery and hell. I've been depressed for most of it, and frustrated for the other half, and angry for the other half. And it's like that's been my 20s. My 20s is literally been just me being frustrated, sad, depressed, angry, resentful that I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do, because every 5 minutes she would be asking me to do something or saying that I should be cleaning the house and not pissing about. Everything I wanted to do was literally just pissing about in her book. She literally call it that. And it's not fair, because I just wanted to, I just wanted to live life to the full and do what I wanted to do. And it's not like I wanted to go out partying and going to raves so much as I just wanted to do, I don't know, just silly things. And I wanted to write in my book. I wanted to write my book, my diary, my art. Like, I just wanted to do that stuff as well. Read, work out, but I couldn't, because every time I would do anything, she would tell me to stop pissing about and do the housework instead. Anything I wanted to do, even though it was considered important to me, would just be considered pissing about to her. And yeah, it's been hell. So no, I never wanted to be her carer, because I just knew, without being given information, I knew that what it was going to entail. I just knew that it meant giving up what I wanted to do in my life to be her carer. I just knew it was going to mean that. So I kind of very reluctantly and hesitantly agreed to it, because I thought she'd hate me if I said, if I refused, and I thought she'd kick me out, and I was definitely not ready and in the right headspace or confident or brave enough to move out and strike out on my own for the first time. I didn't have a clue how to live in the outside world. I had no skills to have a job, nor desire to have one, because, like I say, I didn't just want to work a menial job for, until I retire and just waste my life doing that, working like a slave for a pittance. I didn't know which was worse, really, being my mum's carer or doing that. Wasting the best years of my life doing a menial job where I'll never get ahead in, and just be miserable doing that and exhausted. the very least I got to rest because I'm kind of doing this from home, so I could rest whenever I wanted. It's not like, if I took breaks whenever I wanted, I would get yelled at, but as long as I was doing it in the first place. Ow.
It's all right now. You settle down again.
The best bit's coming up.
Like you did before. So it's all. When I know what you mean.
Sorry.
You know the potential that she had. You know what she was talking about? She wanted to get on in life.
When I talked about wanting to get on in life.
You know the potential that she had. You know what she was talking about? She wanted to get on in life. Well, she could have done that. But first of all, when she was supposed to, but she was still a good person. Well, now she's gone down this path.
I don't know what she means by that. Potential for what? Is she specifically talking about being her carer now? Or is she talking about something else? Because if she was talking about, in the sense of being her carer, like, how would I progress at that? Why would I get on in life doing that exactly? How would I advance exactly? What benefit is that she's speaking of? And if it's to do with getting on in life in some other way, how could I, when my life is consumed, my very existence revolves around being her carer? How the fuck could I have got on in life and did this potential thing that she's going on about?
Search for life, yeah, but you have to, evolve remix. It's not watching for what being a slave. Exactly.
I said, advancing what, being her slave, and she said, exactly. Now, she didn't really hear that, but that was a bit of a funny coincidence.
Exactly.
I don't know what she was going on about there, though.
Involve Unix.
Involve Unix? It sounded like she...
Search for life, yeah, but you have to, involve Unix. It's not watching for what being a slave. Exactly.
Evolve Unix? I'd love to ask her, but then I'd have to, admit I'd been eavesdropping, which I wasn't. I was actually in the kitchen. She's in the living room, but I just happened to be able to hear her, and I was kind of commenting on it. Because the doors are open. She always insists on the doors all being wide open, so I can kind of hear from the kitchen.
You know,